Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Riverside Park right here in the heart of Grand Rapids, Michigan. I'm David Marquardt, Director of Grand Rapids Parks and Recreation, and I cannot think of an absolute better place to be on a Monday morning. Forget the office, forget all that office work. This is the place to be. This is the place to be for not only an opportunity for recreation right here in the heart of the city of Grand Rapids, but this is an opportunity for some incredible learning that's occurring over the course of this week. We are here kicking off the start of our second year of Canoemobile. This is an incredible partnership with the Grand Rapids Public School System and our partners at Wilderness Inquiry all the way from Minnesota. Welcome. It's good to have you here. This day would not be possible without these remarkable relationships that we've got. The long-standing partnership with Grand Rapids Public Schools, of course, and the learning opportunities that occur there with the city. Of course, the partnership with Wilderness Inquiry, and a lot of our land-based education partners as well. So when the kids are not on the water getting this incredible paddling experience, the kids are getting some on-land learning opportunities and experiences as well. And we've got some of the partners here today with us from Swell. Welcome, thank you for being here. From our City's Department of Environmental Services, I keep going in and out, I apologize for that. But thank you for also being here. But I want to start by thanking our mayor, Mayor Bliss. About 2 years ago, we had the chance to be at a learning opportunity in Minnesota, connecting children to nature. And at that event, we were introduced to Wilderness Inquiry, and at the end of that event, our mayor looked at us and said, I want to do this in Grand Rapids. Let's make this happen. And here we are in our second year, and I'd like to thank her for her vision. I'd like to thank her for her passion. And I'd like to thank her for always encouraging us to think differently about the work that we do. And with that, I'd like to introduce Mayor Bliss.
Thank you. What a beautiful morning. David, thank you. Thank you for your leadership. What a great way to start a Monday. I was here bright and early. I got to spend the morning with the students. I want to appreciate the folks who are here from our partner organizations educating students about nature. And then I had the joy of getting into a canoe with a group of students. And there's so many things I love about this experience, not only because I see firsthand, and I know, even from my background in social work, the importance of nature, not just for young people's physical health, but their emotional health as well, and their social connectivity. And what a great way to take a break from the busyness and craziness of this world we live in and get out on the water and pause. This really wouldn't be possible without our incredible partnership with Grand Rapids Public Schools. We have a lot of initiatives that we work on together because we both care deeply about the children in this community, and we want to make sure that this is a great place for them as they grow and learn so that they can be thriving, successful adults. Also, today would not be possible this year. This program is being funded by the Wegge Foundation. The Wegge Foundation has been an incredible supporter of the work that we're doing, both at the city and at GRPS in partnership to make sure that every child in this community has an incredible opportunity to connect with nature and to get out into green space and to have a park within walking distance from where they live. And one other anecdote about this morning, there are so many things I love about this program, and I'm unbelievably happy to have them here in Grand Rapids. So Wilderness Inquiry, welcome to Grand Rapids. We hope that you love it as much as we love having you here. But when I was with the students this morning, out of the 8 young people I was able to spend time with, only one of them has been in a canoe before. And I think that tells the power of this experience. This is a first for many of the students who are going to be experiencing it this week. And then 2 out of the students asked if they could decline and not get in the boat because they were anxious. But they found the courage, they got in the boat, and at the end they were really happy that they did. And that is really the power of new experiences, right? It's overcoming fears. It's being with people that you know you can trust, and then also to be able to take the story and share it with others, and then hopefully get back out on this river again. We are a state full of lakes and water, and we're a city, a river city, and we want to make sure that students and young people feel like they can connect with nature, but also with this river that runs through the heart of our city. So anyway, thank you, Wilderness Inquiry, for making that experience available to hundreds of children this week in our community. So with that, I'll turn it over to our amazing rock star superintendent, Teresa Weatherall-Neal. We're so grateful for her and her leadership in our city.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Mayor. So I do want to thank the mayor and Mayor Bliss and the City Parks Department for this opportunity. This is really wonderful for our students in Grand Rapids Public Schools to even be able to participate. And I also want to thank the Wegge Foundation. The Wegge Foundation has partnered with Grand Rapids Public Schools for so many years. But to take this on around the environment, which is extremely important, their vision, our vision, the vision of the city of Grand Rapids will allow 8th graders the opportunity to actually get on the river here. And that's over 1,100 students. This week, Wilderness Inquiry and their Canoemobile is a wonderful experience for our students. I'm not surprised, Mayor, when so many of our students have not been on the river. It's a first. I think that it will continue to grow. More importantly, I want the students to know, thank you for getting in the water. I will not be getting in the water, not at all. So the mayor did her part to get in there with those students. But you guys, this partnership is just evidence of how important it is for Grand Rapids Public Schools, the city of Grand Rapids, and so many for us to come together to work on behalf of children. The river does belong to all of us, right? Including these kids. And it wouldn't happen without opportunities such as this. But it isn't just about the river, because we have our 1st and 3rd graders. They're going to Blandford, and that's with the help of our Student Advancement Foundation. And many of you here, our 5th graders have the opportunity to go to Lake Michigan, and that's because of OST, Dan and Barb Beam. Our 6th graders participate in Teach for the Watershed, thanks to, again, SAF and WMEAC. We just know that that's important. We are trying to build a sustainable program pre-K through 12, so every student in the Grand Rapids Public Schools will have an opportunity to enjoy what we have to offer here in Grand Rapids. And you guys, it doesn't happen without all of us. What so many of us take for granted and we assume these children have had access, it's only through us. It's only through these experiences that we remove the barriers. And it is truly the gift that will continue to give year after year. So again, I cannot thank people enough for what they've done in bringing these children together around the entire city of Grand Rapids. So not just the river, but the entire city. Unfortunately, many of our students do need permission from us to say this is your city. And this belongs to each and every one of us. And so with that, I'm going to introduce you to my board president, Dr. Wendy Fall.
Thanks, Teresa. Really quickly, it's my pleasure to currently serve as president of the Board of Education. And on behalf of the board ahead, I'd really like to thank our mayor, Rosalind. Mayor Bliss has a vision for children in the city, connecting them to the parks. I was thinking this morning, it was not unlike the president of our museum saying to me a few years ago that the archives and everything that we collect in that museum belongs to the children in Grand Rapids. Well, Mayor Bliss understands that the green space in our city belongs to the children of Grand Rapids, and we need to connect them in every way we can. So a huge thanks for your vision and commitment to that. It's substantial, and it's going to change kids' lives. I also want to give a huge thanks to the Wegge Foundation. They have been partners with our children for years in this area and continue to change lives with their support and their vision on how to connect children to the world and how to connect children to the nature around us. And all the other community-based organizations, we have a new one in town, Wilderness Inquiry. It's awesome. Like Swell's here. They've been huge leaders in this area, so huge thanks to them as well. And I also just want to point out, like Mayor Bliss and our superintendent, that we have a really unique partnership with the city and the schools. It's something we may not be aware of because we're here doing it, but it is unique to our community, and it is strong and it is growing. We're doing groundbreakings in parks all over the city, and that's from the millage, and that's from the shared use agreement, and an understanding that our community is going to be that much more vibrant when we partner well together. So thanks to city staff and leadership and everyone who makes that happen. So to Wilderness Inquiry.
Thank you very much. I am Corey Dack, and I'm one of the leaders of the Canoemobile crew. We work for Wilderness Inquiry, and we are a nonprofit from Minneapolis. We started 40 years ago with the mission to get as many people outside on the water in the wilderness as possible. Specifically, if you come from a demographic that does not have as easy access. So we first started to get people with different levels of abilities out kayaking, canoeing, on hiking and rock climbing trips. And a number of years ago, people in the office thought, who else is underserved in the wilderness. And so we developed Canoemobile to hit up people who are from urban areas. We need more people of color out in the wilderness, people from the LGBTQ community out in the wilderness, immigrant families, all sorts of people who are underrepresented. We want to help make a connection to nature with you. And this is our second year in Grand Rapids. We've had a great time here. Every year that we come to Grand Rapids, we've increased a little bit more of the different people we serve. We've got 2 different school districts we've worked with last week and now this week. And we're excited to come back year after year to have more kids come paddle out in our big canoes, to make more of an impact and to foster more of those connections to nature. For many people, it's their very first time on the water in canoes. So we feel really honored to be a part of that. And we couldn't do it without all of your support. So thank you to the mayor, to the school board, superintendent, the park district, everyone. Every single person here had a huge part to play to get all of the kids on the water today. So thank you very, very much.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out. I believe we have another group of kids getting onto the water in about 30 minutes, so I invite you to stick around if time allows. It's pretty exciting to see the kids board those boats and get out onto the water and paddle around both the lagoon here and on the river. I want to give a quick shout of thanks also to, I see some buses rolling in here, Jonathan Harper, Kristen at the schools, Larry Johnson. There are a number of folks here rolling around that are making things very smooth. So thank you for your help and assistance today. Thank you, everybody, for coming out.